Damn, this is
Yeah,
straight
you
up
can't
cheesy.
fight it.
It's only water, it's either sink or swim. Can't hold back your light and expect to win. Gotta go harder, oh, you've gotta learn. Don't suppress your fire, baby, let it burn. Be who you are. Nobody can take that away from you. Oh, straight from the heart, no playing games. You gotta be true, true, true. You gotta be. Cause you're human. Sometimes it's gonna hurt, baby. Just let your tears fall down. No need to worry about tomorrow, baby. Cause you got time to figure it out. It's only water. It's either sink or swim. Can't hold back your light and expect to win. Gotta go harder. Oh, you've gotta learn. Don't suppress your fire, baby, let it burn. Nobody can take that away from you. Oh, straight from the heart. No playing games. You gotta be true, true, true. You gotta be. Cause you're human. Sometimes it's gonna hurt, baby. Just let your tears fall down. No need to worry about tomorrow, baby. Cause you got time to figure it out. Sometimes it's gonna hurt, baby. Cause you're
portraying beauty as the exact opposite. You misrepresented it and it's blatantly obvious when you're complimented by a barbaric misogynist. You're over it. They need to cut you a check and get it over with, cause they still in your style and puckering their lips. Next thing you know, they paying for your hips. They want your exterior, not your experience.
They try to steal your shine. They try to make you look bad, but they try to steal your style. They try to be better than you.
fresh, so new.
Freedom!
It's all for you.
All for you. Freedom!
Keep your ear to the ground.
Talking about the freedom!
It's the best show in town.
Let's show me that freedom! Well. Freedom!
I'll give you freedom. Yes, it's right.
Freedom!
Start right now.
Freedom!
Get your freedom tonight.
Freedom! Well. Freedom! Come on, everybody. Young, old, all you lovers. This is our time to rise back from the sand and claim our freedom. Talking about the freedom. Let yourself be free.
I'll give you freedom. Yes, it's right.
Freedom.
Start right
Talking
now.
about the freedom.
Get your freedom tonight.
Freedom.
I'll give you yes, it's right.
Freedom. Let yourself be free.
Start right now.
Freedom.
Get your freedom tonight.
Freedom. Well.
Well, baby, where you from? What you into? What's your favorite color? What's your mama like? I wanna know everything about you. Yeah. Well, tell me all about your dreams. What you wanna do? What you wanna see? Where you wanna go? Yeah. I wanna know you and nothing else, just you. So baby, tell me. So tell me everything about you, girl. I wanna know everything about your world. So tell me everything about you, girl. Yeah. So do you wanna roll? Do you wanna go? We could do a stroll. Yeah, really get to know you. Yeah, really get to know you. Mama raised me right, gonna treat you right. I wanna get it right, yeah, right now we could be happy. Just take my hand, let's go. I know you and nothing else, just you. So baby, tell me, so tell me everything about you, girl. I wanna know everything about your world. So tell me everything about you, girl.
Oh, hello there, chat. Good to see you today. How are you? Is everything going well? Good. Oh, great. Glad to hear it. Well, welcome to another exciting evening here on Show and Tell Live. Not the only improv comedy on Twitch, but the only one that matters as far as I'm concerned. That's right, we're throwing shade at everybody. Come fight me. Here's my P.O. box. But of course, I cannot rumble in the streets by myself. So introducing the front man who takes the fisticuffs to the face, it's Alex.
Oh yeah, I take fisticuffs to the face, but sometimes I deal them too. Wah, wah, wah.
Yeah, it's a pretty 2080 situation. Up next, the man who sneaks around and trips over the trash can on his stealthy mission to flank, it's Max.
Oh, guys, I'm just started. I'm sorry.
He's the new guy. He'll figure it out. He hasn't even earned a nickname yet. Up next, the guy who probably ran his mouth off and got us into trouble in the first place, it's Dan.
Well, if he didn't want to be insulted, he shouldn't have worn those pants!
Oh!
This is how we die. And finally, every group needs a tank, and ours comes with a literal tank. This is Steve.
Steve! Who's ready for the next war?
He's
back! Come on, don't do.
Put it in front of you, Steve. Put it in front of you.
The next
The next war. There's a picture of a tank on it. It was within grabbing distance.
Leave it to Steve to always have the right prop for his
prop comedy. That's how you know he's back. That's how you know.
All right, Alex, you ready for a solo down?
Yeah,
starting it off strong. Yeah, Alex, solo down about the dancing alien, please.
Okay.
Enthusiasm.
What?
With enthusiasm.
Hey there, guys. I found this vid. It's of an alien dancing with some kids. It's really weird, but watch it till the end, because you'll find out he wasn't even their friend.
Hey!
What?
Oh my god.
Steve, what about being back?
All our hoedowns.
We gotta raise the hoedown price.
Oh, god damn it. Alright. Go, Steve.
Da 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 da. Of all the videos in our backlog, that dancing person was not actually Frog. It was cool because I am now back, but I spent a lot of time on the rack.
Yep, in case
That's
you all were
actually
wondering,
accurate.
Steve was being medievally tortured.
Alright, Dom, we need a solo down about not being imposter very often.
When I play Among Us, I am never sus. I just try to be earnest, honest like my crush. I am hoping that I will fall in love, but I am murdered. I'm peaceful like a dove.
Hey. Alright, anyone else? Anyone else?
Y'all done?
Chat,
Can we
yeah.
go start the show,
Level
please?
6, Laser Lotus, always assume that we're talking about medieval torture devices.
Always, of course.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? Your spice rack?
Oh,
We are going to start the show with something a little bit different. We're going to try something new, and it either is going to succeed phenomenally, fail miserably, or be a success for failing miserably. And it's one of those three options, so we're going to start well.
My money's on fail phenomenally.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fail upward, the show and tell motto. That's if we ever had coins, they would say fail upward on the back.
I like it.
Failing with style.
Exactly. Oh, good, Kath. Always happy to have you, no matter the circumstance. So, we're going to play the game Gossip Line. Now, the way this normally works is like a game of telephone, right? Alex tells a story to Dan, Dan tells it to the next person, to the next person, to the next person, and then each time we shorten the amount of time. But the problem is, we play the game so frequently on Show and Tell, we're actually getting not terrible at it anymore. So to make it harder on ourselves, we've decided we're going to play the same game, except we're going to break it out. Instead of going back to back, we're going to sprinkle them throughout the show. Meaning that by the time we get to the end of the show, right before our last game, we'll have to try to remember what Alex said all the way before, only through the interpretations of what other people remembered throughout the rest of the show. If that doesn't make sense, you'll pick it up as we go along. So now we're all going to go away and let Alex, please feel free to take whatever words you like. We'll go away.
All right. Give me just a word or a phrase in the chat, just whatever pops into mind. And I'm going to tell a story entirely based on that word or phrase. SpongeBob Simpson, yeah. Let's see. We got bananas. We got Piggly Wiggly. Oh, Tacos, deer canal. Those are good words and phrases. Ooh, okay. I'm gonna go with JMLD's suggestion of rain boots. So I'm going to now tell a story that has to do with rain boots to Dan. Dan, are you ready? Are we good? All right. So, Dan,
Hey.
you will not believe what just happened to me.
Yeah, I'm always good, ready for a story. So.
Wow, it was crazy. Okay, so here it goes, right?
Okay.
So there I am, stranded in the middle of a desert, like just sand as far as the eye can see, right? And I see way out on the horizon a little speckle of green, and I'm like, well, I gotta go towards that or I'm going to die, right? So I start going towards the green, and pretty soon I trip before I get to it. And when I look down, I see something sticking out of the sand, and I'm like, this is really strange. So I go to try to pick up the thing, but it won't budge whatsoever. So I start digging around it a little bit more, and it's actually really big. And then I dig more and more and more, and eventually I dig up an umbrella, like a whole umbrella, okay?
Yeah.
Full of sand. And so I pick it up, and I'm like, hey, well, this is at least some shielding from the sun, right? And so as soon as I open the umbrella, it starts just pouring down rain all over me.
Whoa.
And I'm like, wow, this is crazy. I've got some kind of magical umbrella. So I opened it and closed it like 5 times, and it kept raining and then sun and then raining and then sun. And so I decided, okay, well, it's pretty hot out here, so I'm just going to leave it open and walk toward that green spot. So I keep walking toward the green spot, and eventually I get to it, and it turns out it was a giant camel, but it was dyed green. Like it was like big even for a camel standards, but it was like colored completely green. And the camel started talking to me, and he's like, hey, you found my umbrella. And I was like, yeah, it's a pretty cool umbrella, but I kind of need it to get out of this desert. And he's like, I'll trade you my rain boots for it. And I'm like, oh, wow, that sounds pretty good, because a camel obviously would have 4 rain boots, right? So I ended up trading him the umbrella for all 4 of his rain boots. I put 2 of them onto my hands and 2 of them onto my feet, and then I was walking through the desert. And pretty soon, the desert underneath me was like sprouting up little grass and leaves. It was great. And I made it all the way to a town. And at this town, I met some people. They were really great. I got to play Go Fish with a couple of them. I even won $115 on Go Fish. So it was really exciting.
Wow.
And, the last thing we did was we all got together and we had fruit cocktails that were with some pineapple, some strawberry juice.
Okay, wow, that sounds like a lot. I do have to still go into my dentist appointment, but I'm glad we had this talk, and I will definitely remember all of that story to tell for you back again and everybody I know.
Looking forward to it.
All right, thanks for calling. Bye, Alex.
Bye.
Alrighty, how'd we do? Dan, you gonna remember all that?
Oh yeah, lock and key, baby.
I assume you're referring to the hit graphic novel series.
Yes.
And not the Netflix show. Steve's got a pupper I see in your lap.
Pupper?
I've got the kids tonight, so.
Oh.
This is Winnie.
I've got the kids tonight.
Oh, hey, Winnie.
Where's your partner?
We're gonna go ahead and try and make Dan forget everything he just learned by playing our next game.
Yeah.
Yay!
Yay.
Which is Barnyard Wisdom. Everyone get your pen and paper out, because we're going down to the farm where all of nature's best wisdom is tucked away underneath a pile of manure and feed. So here's a question for you, chat. What's a tradition that you want to start next year? What's a tradition you'd like to start next year? That can be as vague or as specific as you like. You start giving us some traditions, and we will go ahead and start making some wisdom. Do a little interpreter with your word, if you know what I mean. I had a long work day, so that's where my brain's at. I'm having some trouble with my my interpreter of my word, if you know what I mean.
Well, at least it's Friday now. Welcome to the weekend!
Keep those traditions coming, and we're going to go ahead and start the game. Dan, take us down to the farm,
We're at
please.
the farm.
Well, the farm is looking beautiful today. You know what they say. If you're having trouble with your SpaghettiOs,
Then you got no chance with your spaghetti L's. Well, you know what they say. When you get in a knife fight in a Denny's parking lot,
Then that's a good Tuesday. Well, you know what they say. Sleep is for the weak.
And being awake is for the poor. You know what they say. A mud bath once a month.
Will keep you nice and muddy. You know what they say. There's only one thing that beats Denny's quadruple slam.
that's 4 men and wife beaters. You know what they say. If you start with ice cream,
you're gonna end with broccoli. Well, you know what they say. A match will only warm you up for a second.
But a blowtorch will warm you up for a little bit longer. Well, you know what they say. If you pet a dog every day,
then the dog will pet you in the afterlife. You know what they say. Crawling underneath large obstacles.
Well, put more obstacles above you. You know what they say. Visits to the art store never end well.
But visits without art never end in the store. And that's the barnyard. Pack up the doors, baby. The silo's chock full of wisdom now. We're gonna have to wait until winter to parse out the rest.
Oh wow, my chat completely froze, and I didn't see any suggestions that entire time.
Good job, Good job, chat. We pranked him pretty good.
You got me.
Deep pranks.
Don't tell him we actually weren't playing Barnyard Wisdom.
We're not actually streaming, chat.
I was just staring at Toonwit's suggestion of Denny's knife fights for the entire game.
The chat, when they saw that suggestion, were like, we've peaked. We don't need to give anything else.
We did it.
Yeah, that's it.
Hey, thank you.
Oh, thank you.
Thanks for the sub.
Subscription. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Ms. Gates.
With Prime.
Okay.
Okay.
How was everyone's week? How's everyone doing? Anything new and exciting going on? Steve, glad to have you back.
Yeah, I'm back. I've escaped the infernal pits of which I was bound. I've returned to wreak penitence upon the world.
Did you bring back any souvenirs?
Well, I have a 3rd-degree burn. Does that count?
Yeah, it counts as 3 souvenirs, actually.
You have a 3rd-degree burn on your chest that just spells out, I went to hell and all I got was this 3rd-degree burn.
Yeah.
Oh my god, if anything, that's gotta be a merch shirt.
Speaking of merch, let's get this one out of the way so somebody else can make that new one. We got a merch in the merch section.
Man.
Oh my. Max, do you just sit around it all day thinking about merch ideas?
Me and Dan have nothing else to do except sit and think of merch ideas.
20 jobs. I'm proud of you. Good job.
Oh, nice, Ife.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah, grind on me when you're not strong.
When you're not strong. Be
I'll
your
be your friend.
Give you someone to grind on.
Oh, God.
It's just in the club. This next one's a slow jam. Amazing. Entire pick on a shirt? I think so. Seems doable enough to me. Doable enough to me.
Yeah.
Wait, I came up with the next verse. Nah, the joke's over. Never mind. I'm gonna work on the next merch shirt.
Oh,
Okay,
right.
good.
It's just the next verse. That's all.
Yeah, each shirt is just the next verse.
We write a whole song through merch.
Speaking of
Get the man.
merch, is it true that you and Max, Dan, both went through all merch shirts we've ever made and came up with how many? 150 something?
153 merch shirts to date we have made in the past year and a half.
We are going to whittle down to the ones that are viable, and then slowly on our social media, which I promise to start actually doing again, release them so you all may see the top tier ones and vote on which ones you like the best. And then we'll try to, I don't know.
They're all viable.
They're all
They're
viable.
not.
We agree.
They are not.
They really are not. Some have aged so poorly.
Let's just leave it at that.
And other ones literally make no sense out of context.
Hey, Lindsay!
Thank you, Lindsay.
Thanks for the sub.
Some of them never had context to begin with,
That
if
is-
I'm not mistaken.
That's true. That is
But
true.
we, between our internal abilities artistically and our extended into like contacts, we'll try and get some of them designed up real nice, like, and then maybe make a print of them or something like that. I don't know. We think it'd be fun. Good way to start
And
the
just-
new year.
Just a little bit of background. We went through all of the streams to find all the merch shirts because we're uploading all of the VODs on YouTube. So we have on our YouTube channel, all of the VODs are going to be up. We are already in like a few weeks. We already have pretty much all of our backlog there. So if you want to go check out our old streams for whatever reason, they're all time coded too, so you can go through and watch the old games if you'd like.
And they're
So that's all there.
They're scheduled to release about 5 every weekday, so
Yes.
we'll be caught up on December 21st, but we'll have more streams till then, so maybe a day or two after.
You can also watch most of the Nuzlocke, the first Nuzlocke there, I believe. I know some of them got copyright blocked according to the email I got at 2 a.m. last night, but we'll figure out the
really?
rest. We're taking care of it. But so lots of fun ways to
None
engage
of
the show
them,
and tell.
they were all just demonetizing blocks. They're still there.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
We
don't
were
need money.
monetizing anyway.
Yeah, we're not trying to monetize that shit.
Yeah.
But those
It's not
4
like
views we got from that spam bot that wants us to know about the girls in Russia.
I know.
Which I also get a comment for every time, or an email for every time they comment. Anyways,
We gotta turn that.
we gotta move on to our next game so Dan can continue to forget the
Oh
game
fuck!
he just
I don't
played.
even remember any of it. Oh my god!
We're gonna play the game Yearbook. That's right. It's time to go back to school. Hope you all had a great summer. So what we need to play this game is what is a made-up club? The principal has said anyone who makes up a club gets 1 free dress down day, which if you didn't go to private school doesn't make sense to you. That's okay. It's a good thing. You get 1 free dress down day if you've made up a club or you start a club. What's your made up club? Try to think of one that doesn't already exist, and we will go ahead and show you the yearbook messages left by the adoring members of said club.
The Underachievers Club.
That club definitely didn't have a charter, but it for sure existed.
I wonder if it was like the Underachievers Club, and then it was like members none, like because anyone that would underachieve didn't join the club.
Oh, amazing. I think because it feels so. I'm gonna go with the paintball trick shot club just because it's so specific.
Oh my god.
That one just really tickles me the right way. They were all really good. Shout out honorable mentions to Christmas Light Club and Obsessive Teeth Whitening Club, but Paintball Trick Shot Club feels like it could have existed.
Those are all
And that's
really
the
good.
spiciest one of all. All right, everyone gather in for the photo. We're gonna take it in 3, 2, 1, cheese!
You know, My father, when he looked at me and he said, "Son, I want you to do something with your life. You're sitting at home after school and you gotta do something." So I joined the paintball trick shot club. I figured, hey, I can already 360 no scope in COD and I can already eat paint, so why not try to combine the two? So I joined up. There weren't too many members. There were a couple losers, but I ended up finding my girlfriend here. Not gonna brag or anything. We just basically have a lot of fun building forts out of cardboard boxes and any other broken locker pieces to make a little bit of a obstacle course in the hallway. The principal shut us down a few times, but we can't be shut down. That's right, my dad, who's also the principal, cannot stop me. Alright, he started this, and I'm gonna finish it. Hope to see you all again next year. Hags!
Hey guys, I'm Richie. You might know me from Crew or the Lax Club or any other white person sport, because I do all of them. And I really thought that the Paintball Trick Shotting Club was going to be a place to challenge myself, but turns out I'm just the best there is. No one here can even do a proper ladder stall or the YY 360. It's just, I don't know, in my blood, and by blood I mean Monster energy drink, because that's all I drink. My crew instructor says I should probably eat a bit healthier, but reject authority, man. You know how it is. Anyway, I'm also the treasurer because I'm trying to get into college. Have a good summer, I guess.
Hey, what's up?
My name. And they call me Scopes. I started out with Stack Cup, but it was just too boring for me. So now I'm the team's trick shot Stack Cup knocker downer. That's right. I shoot stacked up cups in a stack and knock them down with paintballs so they're not in a stack anymore. It's pretty cool. And my skills even got me a boyfriend on the team. But I'm not here to brag about that. All I know is, if anyone else came to mess with us, our team would definitely be the first people on the line to show them that our school is the raddest there is. So, are you man enough or girl enough to do the... It's not a game, okay? This is really serious. Anyways, Hags.
Hey guys, it's Sam here. I really like shooting stuff and shooting people. That's really fun for me. I'm definitely not a mole to try and collect information on all these people as an investigative journalism for a project that I have in a different class. That's not what I'm up to. I love fake shooting people. It's my favorite thing to do. If I find out enough information on all these people and they really believe that I do love shooting things, then I'll probably find out some pretty cool stuff. Look forward to that next year. Hags.
Hey, how's it going? I have several positions here in the trick shot paintball team. 1, drill sergeant. 2, ambassador. 3, I was the treasurer, but that got taken over by some new guy who's actually pretty good, so mad respect. Good at the numbers, good at shooting people. Let's talk about my responsibilities in depth, shall we? Drill sergeant. Pretty simple. People run, I shoot at them. They run along the wall, I shoot at them. If I hit them, they're fake dead. You're fake dead, you're fake out of the club. That's the way it works. 2, ambassador. So far, my entire ambassadorship has been me trying to convince other clubs that aren't paintball related to play paintball with us so that we can win their funding in a Jacqueline tournament style thing. So far, the only people that have signed up are the chess club. We did lose half of our funding, but that's okay, baby. That's the way gambling works. You win some, you don't win some. I don't like to say losing. I just said it. I apologize. It won't happen again. That is for people who don't win. Again, 3rd, treasurer. Like I said, I'm not the treasurer anymore, but the new guy's lucky because now he only has half the budget to deal with. So you're welcome, new guy. Also, I don't want to brag, but I did find my girlfriend here. All right, have a great summer, everyone. Hags. And cheese. All right, everyone.
Ah.
Damn, what an aggressive club.
Did
Oh,
you
I
guys know
saw,
that? If you-
level 6 laser lotus. Oh my god, I wish I could read. Sorry, that's one of the skills I lost being gone for 3 weeks.
Brutal.
The lax is what competitive people call lacrosse, and they're wrong.
It's what competitive people call LaCroix.
I'm
Because
just
they're competitive LaCroix drinkers.
I'm just saying. Also, competitive laxatives is an interesting concept.
Wow.
Wow. Speaking of interesting concepts, it's time for everyone who isn't, well, just me and Steve, I guess, to mute ourselves while Dan regales a story unto Max that he heard not,
Yes.
but 22 minutes ago.
All right.
Oh boy.
Here we go. Hey, Max, you there?
Oh, Dan. Hey.
Hey, it's just been a long time since I've heard this story, and I just really feel like I have to tell it to somebody.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's
Get it off your
it's
chest.
about Alex. You know Alex, that the guy from the party.
Oh, that Alex.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't know if I want to hear the story. Actually.
No, you do. All right, here it is.
Okay.
So Alex was walking in the desert, and he's walking, and he sees a green thing up on the hill. So he's like, I gotta go to that. But before he walks, he trips on something sticking out of the desert. So he reaches down, and he picks it up, and it's an umbrella. And he's like, oh, cool. So he opens up the umbrella to, like, protect him from the sun. But then it starts raining out of the umbrella. And then he, like, closes it and opens it, like, 5 times. And it goes, rain, sun, rain, sun. And he's like, whoa, this is so cool. It's good because it's in the desert, and it's dry out here. So he walks over to the green thing. Turns out it's a camel that was, like, dyed green. And the camel's like, oh, you found my umbrella. And he's like, no, but I sort of need it because it's hot out here. And he's like, you can have my rain boots. And he's like, all right, I'll take your rain boots because there's 4 rain boots because it's a camel. So he gets the rain boots and he walks into town. And then he wins, like, $150 on lottery. And I think he, like, eats a pineapple. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. That sounds like him actually.
Yeah.
Like knowing from what I know about him, that does actually sound like him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry. It's good to get that story off your chest to your friend. I actually now that I'm thinking about it, I kind of want to tell one of my friends.
No,
Do
you
think
should
Alex would
sit
mind?
on it. Yeah, sit on it for like at least half a day though. You want to let that sink in.
Yeah, I don't know. Exactly. I'm still figuring out how I feel about him.
It's the gift that keeps on giving in story form. So just replay it in your head as much as you can.
All right. Thanks so much,
No
Dan.
problem. Bye.
Bye.
Okay.
Go. How do we do?
No.
We can't tell you how it went.
Fair enough.
We'll find out.
Fair enough. Understood. Well,
I'm glad I don't
else?
have to worry about that for the rest of the show.
Now I am getting a little bit anxious now. 'Cause it's like,
well,
Yeah, now
to-
between right now and when you have to tell it is probably like the worst time.
yeah.
True.
I finished the merch shirt.
Ooh, I'm excited to see it. Back to the museum, please.
Ah.
It's the same merch shirt. It's the
What?
same merch shirt, Alex.
The Napoleon one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not for me.
Refresh your tab, Dan.
Oh.
Hit enter.
Ay. Hold on.
I did. It's
there we
all
go.
there.
Yeah, it's
Oh.
there.
Oh, I got it now.
Now it's coming.
Whoop. Loading.
Oh, it's still loading.
Loading.
It's
It
still
was
loading.
there for a second.
Wait for it.
It was
Wait
there
for
for a
it.
second, and now it's just loading.
The anticipation.
It was there for a
is killing
second.
me.
It was, yeah.
The anticipation.
Maybe.
Well, it's there on my end, so I don't.
Reload it again, Dan.
Oh,
Yeah, reload it
okay,
again,
okay.
Dan.
I got it. I got it now. Oh, because you have a whole image. That's why. Okay.
No, that wasn't more than the other image that was behind.
Yeah.
No, I think the
Wow.
refresh just caught on it weird. On the
Oh,
image
wow.
weird.
Well,
That's like those beach shirts they sell with like the airbrushed nipples on them. You know what
Yeah.
I'm talking about?
Oh, I know.
Airbrushed nipples is not something I ever wanted to hear.
that's the name of my new ska band.
Yeah. Yeah.
Beat up.
What's the Steve? What's the hit single from Airbrush Nipples?
The
Yeah,
hit
what's-
single, oh Christ, this would help if I knew any ska.
Guys, you know what chat is like. We are walking down a road right now that we are going to have to start singing down very soon if we start our ways.
Oh yeah, well I did my solo down. I did my time.
They can
12
do it.
years.
I did mine too. That doesn't mean they're not going to give us more.
They don't know that.
In Azkaban.
Coconut
That's
Undertow,
wonderful.
Cold Sundays. These are good names. Okay.
Yeah.
Guys.
Coconut
Feeling it's
Undertow
awesome.
is, yeah. I'm not
Yeah,
gonna
I-
lie. I first read that as Coconut Camel Toe, which I think is a very different, very different
Man.
title.
Oh no.
I'm sorry.
Damn.
Daniel.
By airbrush nipples.
Oh,
It gets worse the longer you chew on it.
it does. Yeah.
What's the nightly limit on solo downs? None.
5.
Don't
Did you
It's
settle
fine.
in it?
I think we said 5.
None.
It's fine.
I hope so.
Unless
We're at
Um,
3 already.
So I watched all of the Scooby-Doo Mystery Incorporated, and this is relevant because there's an episode where the Hex Girls have to fight ska zombies. I don't know if you knew that.
Scomsies?
Yeah, there's some
Zombies.
ska. There's some ska ghosts that come back to life, and they play a ska song that's so good it turns everyone in Coolsville into a ska zombie. And the only way to beat it is the sick power of Shag and Scoob singing and playing guitar with the Hex Girls.
Yeah.
They do like a full-on rooftop battle while the ska zombies are dancing below. And yeah, that's a legit whole episode of Scooby-Doo.
Yeah,
That sounds
It's
like
canon.
modern art, dude.
It's canon. It is canon.
Yeah.
Also, motion. Welcome.
Yo, Motion.
motion
Oh.
design.
Motion
Hello.
Design is here. Also, Level 6 Laser Lotus, you probably don't know this, but this stream talks a lot about Scooby-Doo and
Yeah.
the Hex Girls.
If you notice, the Hex Girls also went to the same high school as us in the yearbook game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's true.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
The biggest plot hole for that episode to me is that there's a ska song that is good.
Don't you mean the
Oh,
only
good.
plot hole?
So good that it makes the dead dance.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, that it turns people into like
Into the Living Dead.
zombies. Like you
Yeah.
remember the Kids Next Door movies? They weren't actually zombies. They just became old.
True.
So
I mean, if we're gonna talk about Kids Next Door, can we talk about how good the episode where they explain the origin of their world is? The one where they talk about how it was all kids and they invented adults, and then the adults
Oh.
like overthrew them because they had more.
Oh. Oh yeah, wasn't
And
it like a
it's so-
Matrix-esque war that happened?
Yeah, it's like a book report. That's what you find is the whole thing's a book report, and you're like, whoa. And then they're like, but it is real.
Oh, yeah.
And you're like,
Oh yeah, they do the. They know.
Yeah, it was like
Dance.
number one's dad fought in the original war or something, right?
Yeah, well, they talk about how the first adult was father, who's in
Yeah.
charge, and the delightful children were rogue agents, or who were agents who got transformed and corrupted by the adults. Or,
Are they?
anyways, we're not going to talk about
Are
Kids
they
Next Door lore, 'cause it'll be
insinuating?
a whole
Are they
hour.
insinuating that the kids like were like functioning and reproducing on their own before adults?
They don't talk about that part. They talk about the
figured.
core
That's a
functioning.
little bizarre. Oh, Streetlight Manifesto. I also saw them in concert.
Yeah, everyone in chat's
Yeah.
talking about ska bands now.
That's the one part of the Venn diagram where our chat doesn't overline with chat. It's like ska, like show and tell live, chat, Not Scott.
Alright.
All right, we're gonna do our next game, so Mac can continue to forget. And this is a game we haven't played in a hot minute, but you know, hot times call for hot games. So, what's the most expensive thing you've ever thought about stealing, or have stolen? I'll take either answer, but we'll say both just so you don't incriminate yourself. So, what's the most expensive? You ever looked at it and be like, I could steal that?
If you stole something, you did think about stealing it.
True.
Probably.
Well, maybe you did.
That's not necessarily true,
No.
I guess.
I mean, I feel like a lot of toddlers steal things without thinking about it.
True.
What's the most expensive thing you've ever thought about stealing? So this is a game we like to call Ocean's 5. The way this game works is we are gonna steal a thing decided upon by you, chat. We are gonna go ahead and introduce our specialties, but we don't get to pick them. The person in front of us picks them. So we don't know what we're an expert at until we are. And hopefully this time we'll finally have a successful heist. Hasn't happened yet, but my hopes are high for tonight. Alrighty. The Valorant Round Clutch. I don't even know what that is. That's exciting.
That's video game stuff, Dom.
Oh.
Just
I just
designer
assumed it was
handbag
a
and
clutch
flea
as in a
market.
purse without a handle string.
Yes.
Can you
Valorant,
imagine?
known for its purses.
Can you imagine an episode of a TV show that's a heist episode where you have to go into a game to be able to heist the in-game currency? Is that already a thing?
I mean,
That
there
does-
are heist games.
There's also that Scooby-Doo movie where they have to go in and do the
Oh.
video game and steal
Cyber
Scooby snacks from each level.
Yeah!
Yup,
Oh,
yup.
wow, that looks so good.
But we don't need to keep talking about
Guys.
Scooby-Doo. We're gonna go ahead and
Our
start the
screen just
game.
constantly walks in the shadow of Scooby-Doo.
Oh my god.
We're gonna go ahead and start the game with used dog toys.
Okay. Take it away.
My time is finally at hand. My neighbor is hosting a garage sale today, and they have many, many dogs. When they're not looking, I'll have to use my expertise to sneak into the garage and steal their entire box of dog toys, so that if I ever do get a dog, I'll be fully stocked. Ha 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 ha! But I can't do this alone. My intellect will only get me so far. I'm gonna need to bring in an old friend of mine, someone who once helped me shut down an entire tuna can factory with a simple handshake. That's right, my handshake experts. I better get them on the line. Hello, can you hear me there?
Oh, what can I do for you, old friend of mine?
I'm hoping you still got the magic touch underneath those gloves, because I need a handshake expert. Someone who can really distract my neighbor.
Oh, well, I guess you could say I'll give it a shake.
Ooh.
So, the plan is to distract the neighbor, huh?
That's what I'm thinking. If you can come up with some crazy new handshake and teach it to my neighbor, that should keep them long enough that I might be able to sneak in. But you're gonna have to show me. You got some new moves? Your old stuff won't work on this guy.
Oh, do I have some new moves? You know I've got new moves. I've been practicing the ancient art of secret handshake. Check
you think
this
you
out.
can show me? Yeah.
It was so fast you probably didn't even see me shake.
Oh man! Whoa! I didn't even see it. Hey, do you think you could show me like 6 more handshake moves?
Sure. I call this one the double tongue twister. Nice to meet you.
Whoa! Nice to meet you too. Not as good. I gotta refine the technique.
I call this one the knuckles to knots. Ooh, pleasure doing business with ya.
Wow, that's a good one.
I call this one the up the nose, nobody knows. Oh, put her there.
Oh, that's spicy. That might work on her.
I call this one glasses. What about shaking as slow as molasses? Ooh, you can't tell, but my hands are shaking.
That's so slow. Oh, it's so sneaky.
That's That's 4, right?
Yeah, do
Well,
more.
I'm just getting warmed up.
Please.
Because this next one's called High 4, High 5, what about High 6? Whoa! Which one's not part of my right hand?
Oh, whoa, math. Hell of a drug.
And I'm saving this one for a rainy day, but I'll show it off to you just in case. This one's just simply known as El Feather Duster. Ooh.
Wow, you know what? I'm sold. You're on the team. I promise to give you the chewiest toy we steal from this garage sale.
All right, that sounds exciting. But I'm afraid my handshaking prowess isn't going to be able to get us this heist alone. I'm going to have to bring in one of my guys.
All right, if you're sure we can trust him.
Oh, I can trust him. You see, my handshaking works excellently on persuading people. But if we want to get the real scoop, the real intel, we're going to need a goldfish whisperer. And I know just the guy.
Wow.
You called?
Yeah. How's it been hanging there, Gil?
Oh, it's been going good. Just going through the local ponds to see if I can find where the nuclear codes are hidden. How about you?
Interesting. Not too bad. Say, you wouldn't happen to be interested in an opportunity to talk to some household aquarium fish, perchance?
Oh, what kind of loot we talking about here? Bones? Peanut butter holes? Little ropes?
Oh, all of the above. This is a real haul, Gil. A real haul.
This guy's got so many dogs, you wouldn't even believe it. Golden
Dang.
retrieval, poodle, schnitzel.
I don't care what kind of fish they got.
Well, they're fish less than exotic. They've got a couple goldfish, but I've heard more recently they went to a pet shop and got a gold-striped Gruber.
A gold-striped Gruger? That was Jimmy Carter's favorite fish. Maybe they know the codes. I'm in.
All right, that's what I like to hear.
All right, so
I told you this guy knows his stuff.
basically you want me to ask the fish what the security code is, so that way we can open up the garage when least expected. You know, goldfish, they might have a short-term memory, but they remember codes like an elephant.
I've been told that before, yeah.
Yep, that's why I knew we had to get you on this job.
But look, if you want to make sure that we're not swimming with the fishes, we're gonna need a good way to get me to the tank. I'm gonna need to get my plumbing guy into this. He knows his way around a pipe more way than one, because he's also a fiddler.
Wow.
Let me give him a call.
Multi-talented.
Fiddler, you there?
Hello. I'm sorry, I have some bad reception up on this roof.
No problem. I know you're dealing with those roof pipes, but we need you for a
They're called
job.
chimneys.
Oh, so this is why you're the expert. I'll just make kissy lips at a fish. Look, we need you to get into. We got a bone to pick with our reward, all right? And we need you on the team.
Okay, well, my fingers are fit to fiddle. What are we looking at here? What's the score?
Give him the deets, boss.
We got a big old plastic Tupperware crate. Not one of those little kitchen ones. I'm talking some medi-rated, big-ass winter decoration style bins. Just chock full of the best shoe toys a dog could hope to buy if it acquired currency and the ability to understand commerce. I think that we got ourselves quite a haul. Enough that if we split this 4, maybe 5 ways, we each walk away just stupid rich in shoe toys.
Well, I'm digging this dog's drag away, so let's let the cat out of the catnip and get to grinding.
How are you going to be able to help with your pipe and pipe-based abilities?
Well, my pipe and pipe-based abilities will allow me to pounce through ponderous pipes underneath the house. And there, I'll be able to front load all the first work so that you can finish the furlough.
Amazing, amazing. I hope you're not. Hope your bark is as good as your bite. You think you can do this alone, or are you going to need anything? We can afford about one more person on the crew before I have to call it quits.
The problem is, there's one major problem. I don't know how to cope with what I'm about to do. And for that, I'm going to have to call in my friend, who's a professor of Greco-Roman psychology.
Of course. Very understandable.
Oh, hey there, Jimmy. How's it going?
Hey, I've got unspeakable sins that I need to confess, and you're just the person I need to confess them to. We're robbing a man. You want in?
I generally do consulting, therapeutic consulting.
All right, that means you are going to be part of the crew, part of everything, an accomplice, one might say.
Okay,
I'm recording this call too, so I have evidence for it.
Jimmy, I'm your therapist. This feels pretty unprofessional.
Well, I mean,
a therapist, huh? That means if we tell you the plan, you're not allowed to
tell
anyone.
This is the most professional job we've ever pulled.
You know how to drive a car, therapist? Maybe a van?
We've all got a lot of skills, but driving a car ain't one of them.
We all have to ride our bikes due to all of our DUIs.
I can't mess with these hands by putting them on a steering wheel.
I guess that's true. If this would help out your mental health, then it could go on to my private practice.
It would help him make better friends and social connections that are long-standing and full of mutual respect and
That's
trust.
a great point. Jimmy, we've been talking about how you really need to work on those factors. Are these your friends?
I've been trying. I'd say these are buddies from work.
Okay, great. That's a great place to start. Now, I have a fairly high fee. Is that okay? I will be charging all of you.
I mean, can I comp this on the work? Because you're my work buddies?
Yes, but I will need co-payments from all of them.
That's okay. We'll just cut you in on the deal and call it a day.
Yeah.
All right. Now that the gang
I'm
is
in.
all here, that's what I like to hear. Now that the gang is all here, it's time to go over the real master plan, right? All right. First, we gotta get into the house. Well, we don't gotta all get to the house. We gotta get our fish man down to the house. Gil, in order to get you in the house, we're gonna have the Pied Piper do his pied piping and pipe the pipes, if you know what I mean, right? So we're gonna have him go in through the septic tank in the back. He's gonna weasel his way through using his sonic vibrations to widen the pipe and squeeze his ass in there. Once he's inside, he'll make sure the coast is clear. With the pipes now cleaned, it's up to you, Gil, to follow in after him and get up in there and talk to that gold stripe. See what the gold stripe knows. I guaranteed he's been exposed to the codes, whether or not he knows it. Once you get the codes, it's as simple as texting the therapist. You'll start the engine, therapist. That's right, you're gonna drive me over there with Handshakes McGee. Once the two of us have gone from my driveway, which is approximately 10 feet from his driveway, we'll back up in, and then you'll jump out, teach him some of those sick new handshake tricks, and my neighbor's distracted. I'll sneak in along the side, not tip over the kayak like last time, get the Tupperware bin, sneak it out back, throw it in the back of your trunk, psych, get the two of you out of the garage. Handshakes will just finish up with a clencher, give him the old salute, and then we'll all jump in the car and drive right on back to my place. And then when it's nighttime, we'll get out of the car and go into the house like nothing happens. If it all goes wrong, we split, go our separate ways, text you in 6 months from the Bahamas. Easy peasy, no one gets caught, no problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do this.
Possibly go wrong.
Oh.
Ooh.
Okay.
I'm gonna lose my license.
Yeah. That cop really chewed us out. Oh boy. All right.
How am I supposed to shake my hands with these cuffs, huh?
We'll get them next time, boys. That's the real. Maybe the real treat was the Fred. No. Okay. All right. Get him next time.
No.
See.
We're so close.
Well, we so
I really
close.
thought we had it that time.
Me too.
Almost. It was such a good plan. It was almost foolproof.
Yeah.
Flawless. Now it's time to go. We'll go right on to our next game.
We can stall a
this
little
game-
bit. Matt can forget a little bit more.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
Got it. I got it. I got it easy, actually,
Oh, yeah?
Dan. You
Oh,
didn't give
yeah,
me
you got
enough. I got it easy.
Enough. Ooh, that's high top. We're gonna go into our next game, which is 10,000 blanks. So what we're gonna need from the chat is just a bunch of nouns. Please give me all of your nouns. A noun is a person, place, or thing. I know that you collected the nouns and you put them in your noun map because each state released their own noun. Well, not each state. Each mint produced a different noun that's associated with different states. And you probably collected the first 50 of those nouns. And then they kept doing things like noun parks and noun territories that we own, and you were like, maybe, and then they just kept going, and you were like, oh man, you've probably thrown away some limited edition nouns you didn't even know just because you weren't even paying attention anymore. Maybe you got that one noun that had 3 wheat on it instead of 2 from Minnesota, and you lost your mind, and you're like, oh crap, but then you looked at it and you're like, no, it's actually 2, and you just smeared a little bit. So give me those nouns. Those are the nouns I want. I know they're just sitting under your bed somewhere in your mom's apartment. Come, give them back to us. We want them.
But only those nouns.
Only the first
No,
50.
no other nouns.
Yeah.
We want very specific nouns.
All right, let's kick it.
Let's kick it at the club. Oh, righty. Our first one is bathrobes. 10,000 bathrobes.
10,000 bathrobes walk into a bar. The bartender says, "We don't serve bathrobes here." And the bathrobes go, "What are you talking about?"
10,000 bathrobes walk into a bar, and the bartender says, "Hey, we don't serve bathrobes here." And they're like, "Whoa, no need to shower us with meanness."
10,000 people walk up to the bar. The bartender says, "You don't have enough to cover this." And the bathrobes walk in and say, "We've got you covered."
10,000 bathrobes walk into the bar. The bartender says, "We don't serve bathrobes here in the city. What if I slipper you 100?"
10,000 bathrobes walk into the bar, and the bartender says, "We don't serve bathrobes here." And the bathrobes say, "Hey, we're not going to get plushed around."
All right, let's move on to a new one. We're going to do 10,000 bottle caps.
Bottle caps?
Bottle caps.
10,000 bottle caps walk into the bar, and the bartender says, "We don't serve bottle caps here." And the bottle caps say, "Hey, twist off."
10,000 bottle caps walk into the bar, and the bartender says, "Hey, we don't serve bottle caps here." And they're like, "Please serve us." And they're like, "No, you won't." It's like, all right, we got to call our cab. And the guy comes up and just grabs them, and then he just does the fling, and they fling back home.
10,000 bottle caps walk into the bar. The bartender says, "Hey, you're not allowed in here." And the bottle caps say, "Hey, we're just trying to pay our tab."
10,000 bottle caps walk into a bar, and the bartender says, "Hey, we don't serve bottle caps here." And they're like, "You want us to bust a cap in your ass?"
10,000 bottle caps walk into the bar. The bartender says, "We don't serve bottle caps here." And they say, "Hey, no need to label us."
10,000 bottle caps walk into the bar. The bartender says, "Whoa, whoa, whoa, you guys aren't allowed in here." And the bottle caps go, "It was just a little Coke."
All right. Let's move on to 10,000. 10,000 foam fingers. Next motion.
10,000 foam fingers walk into a bar, and the bartender says, "We don't serve you foam fingers here." And the foam fingers go, "What? Why not?" And the bartender goes, "Because you're all underage." And the foam fingers go, "Oh, well, you didn't need to point that out."
10,000 foam fingers walk into a bar, and the bartender says, "Hey, we don't serve foam fingers here." And they go, "Come on, we were number 1 in line."
Took mine, Daniel.
10,000 foam fingers walk into a bar. The bartender says, "We don't serve foam fingers here, but the foam fingers all get drinks anyways," and then go, "Cheers."
Aw. Let's move on to 10,000. 10,000 waffles.
10,000 waffles try to walk in the bar. The bartender says, "Can I see some ID?" And they give it to him, and he takes it and he puts it back in his pocket. And the waffles go, What the heck, man? Let go my ID."
10,000 waffles walk into a bar. The bartender says, "We don't serve waffles here," and the waffles go, "We've been found out. Break fast."
10,000 waffles walk into the bar, and the bartender says, "Hey, we don't serve waffles here, and you probably don't even make enough money." And they go, "Hey, you don't know how much money I earn."
10,000 waffles walk into a bar. The bartender says, "We don't serve waffles," and the waffles go, "I see you're up this late."
10,000 waffles walk into the bar. The bartender says, "We don't serve waffles here." And they say, "Well, I'm hard pressed to ever come here again."
10,000 waffles walk into a bar, and the bartender says, "Hey, we don't serve waffles here." And they go, "We will never be treated like this in Belgium."
10,000 waffles walk into the bar, and the bartender says, "We don't serve waffles here." And the waffles say, "Hey, you want to get battered?"
Oh, guys, those are some inspired waffle jokes.
Solid.
Pretty inspired waffle jokes.
I've been sitting on those for years, never being able to
Finally!
Waiting for waffles.
We're gonna do just because I've seen them recommended twice, and we aim to please. 10,000 Exodia.
Oh boy.
10,000 Exodia walk into the bar, and the bartender says, "Hey, we don't serve Exodia here." And they go, "Come on, please." And it'll be like, "Fine, but it'll cost you an arm and a leg."
10,000 Exodia walk into the bar, and the bartender says, "We don't serve Exodia here." And the Exodia says, "Come on, I'm just trying to get some head."
10,000 Exodia walk into the bar. The bartender says, "I'll only serve one of you." And they say, "But come on, we're a set."
10,000 Exodias walk into the bar, and the bartender says, "Hey, we don't serve Exodias here." And they go, "Please, my grandfather's stuck in the shadow realm, please. I need a drink."
2,000 Exodias walk into the bar. The bartender says, "Hey, this isn't the format of the joke." And the Exodias say, "Stop, you're breaking me into pieces."
Wow. So many levels.
I hope so many levels. How many levels? 6 levels. That's for you, level 6 laser loaders.
Hey.
Recommended that twice. Alrighty. Arthur Flack.
Thinking on Exodia.
Good reference. We'll do one more just so Max can keep forgetting his forgetfulness.
Yeah.
We'll do let's find a hard one. 10,000 Beanie Babies. 10,000 Beanie Babies.
Oh, I thought you said a hard one.
Oh, I did. I'm sorry, Max.
Then go,
3
Max.
in a row right now?
Go,
Let's hear
Max.
it, Max.
Okay, sure. Yeah, of course I can.
Let's do it, Max. Here, 3 in a row.
10,000 Beanie Babies walk into the bar, and the bartender says, "We don't serve Beanie Babies here." And the Beanie Babies say, "Get stuffed." 10,000 Beanie Babies walk into the bar, and the bartender says, "We don't serve Beanie Babies here." And the Beanie Babies say, "I'm trying to collect some bottle caps." 10,000 Beanie Babies walk into the bar, and the bartender's like, "Hey, I just want to say, I'm letting you know that we do not serve Beanie Babies." And the Beanie Babies are like, "Oh man, that's an issue. I'm gonna tell you why that's an issue really soon. I can't bear this to happen again." There we go.
We
got there. 2 was questionable, but okay.
Oh, Star Wars bad puns showed up at the right time.
Star Wars bad pun, great name.
Great.
name.
Youngster Jazz, thank you for that sub.
Thank you for the sub. You got us.
Yeah, you got us.
10,000 Beanie Babies
Heard
walk
you,
to the
nice
bar.
trifle.
The bartender
Okay.
says, "We don't serve Beanie Babies here." And they say, but you've got me in stitches."
Oh.
Damn.
10,000 Beanie Babies walk into a bar. Bartender says, "We don't serve Beanie Babies here." And the Beanie Babies say, "But we brought our 9Ds."
10,000 Beanie Babies walk into the bar and the bartender says, "Hey, we don't serve Beanie Babies here." And they're like, "Oh, come on, I see the Webkins over there. You're gonna serve them? God damn." And they just storm out.
Thanks, Dan. Good pun.
Not bad.
We'll call it there. We'll call it there.
It's the world.
Oh, good job. Welcome for anyone who might be joining us for the first time. Good luck to you. We are Show and Tell Live, a weekly comedy improv stream. We also do other shenanigans throughout the week, but right now it's time for some improv. So that's what we aim to do. Max, I do believe we have waited long enough.
Okay.
If you're
I'm
ready
ready.
to tell me a story, I'm ready to hear it.
Oh yeah. I'm not gonna forget a single word.
All right.
Mute.
Take it away.
Hey, Dom, you there?
Yeah, I'm here. What's up?
I got just a quick question for you. Were you at the party a few weeks ago? It was at Sam's place. There was this guy Alex there.
Yeah, I think I remember that. I was outside most of the time, like in the backyard.
Okay.
But
But you know of this guy Alex, right?
yeah, I've heard of him before.
Okay. I just heard a story about him, and I just kind of had to get it off my chest.
Okay, yeah, let's hear it.
Okay, so Alex was walking in the desert one day, and it was really, really hot. It was like the Sierra Desert, and he saw this green thing up on a hill, and he was walking towards it, but he tripped over something, and he looked down, and it was an umbrella, and he pulls it out, and he's like, "Whoa, an umbrella, useful for the sun." He opens it up, but it starts raining, not everywhere, just below the umbrella. The umbrella, when you open it, starts raining. So he closes it, and it stops. He opens and closes it like 5 more times, and every time you open it, it starts raining. So he closes it. He walks up to that green thing. That green thing is a camel that's dyed green. And the camel's like, "Hey, you found my umbrella. Thank you." And Alex is like, "It's kind of, I found it." And then he's like, "Here, I'll give you these rain boots for it." And he's like, "Okay, dope." So he jumps on the camel's back, goes into town. He sells the rain boots, gets $150 in scratch off. And yeah.
Wow, that's I can't help but feel like there's probably more to the story.
No.
But that's a good good lesson right there.
You're wrong.
Oh, I am wrong. You're right. How foolish of me.
It's okay.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, I don't know. I got a kind of a weird vibe from him at the party, and I just kind of had to get this off my chest.
That's fair, man. Hey, next time you go to the party at Sam's, I'll just go with you, and then we can scope out this Alex character together. How's that sound?
Thanks so much. Yeah, I appreciate that, Dom. All right,
No problem.
I'll talk to you soon.
Yeah, have a good one, man.
Bye.
I'm very nervous now.
For those of you that don't know, we are playing a spin on our gossip line game where we are. I told that story about, what was it, maybe a half hour, 40 minutes ago?
It's about an hour at this point,
Yeah.
honestly.
Oh, it was like toward the beginning? Toward the very
Yeah, it was the first thing we did.
Yeah.
It was.
Oh, it was. Okay, yeah. So about an hour ago. And then every once in a while, we're just having someone retell the story. So, so far, so good.
Yeah, it's going great.
Yeah, perfect. No mess ups.
Flawless.
Having fun with it.
Truly flawless. Well, we have a busy set list, so we must continue to press forward.
Of course.
Of course. Our next game is going to be a tried and true classic of the improv circles. That is the dating game. That's right, we're getting somebody hitched tonight, but we now must say goodbye to Steve.
Bye, Steve.
Bye, Steve.
Bye, Steve.
Bye, Steve. Okay, so the first thing we are going to need is something for Alex. What is Alex's superpower? That's right, Alex fell in a vat of acid / got bitten by a radioactive something / made a deal with a god / devil entity. And now he has a superpower of some sort.
Mhm.
What is his power? Wow, motion design. That's powerful on multiple
It's
levels.
inspired, which has been the hot topic word of tonight.
Oh man. Dan, I would love a word a day calendar that's just hot topic themed.
Real quick. I'm gonna go on a hot topic rant real quick. So, you know,
Like a hot topic tangent, if you will.
I'm ordering from Hot Topic, you know, like you do. And they send me back a thing with my thing that says, hey, you got $45 in hot cash. And I'm like, hells yeah. But you can't spend the hot cash until January 15th.
That's odd.
That's hot trash. That's badass.
So I
hot
can't
trash.
even. I mean, I got all the stuff I need from Hot Topic for the holidays already with that order, but now I have to look if I want something for $45 in hot cash for January.
Amazing. That's how they get you.
Yeah.
All right, Alex. Your superpower is you can I'm so torn now. They're coming in. Oh, I'm gonna go with John Galt's suggestion. You are the king of cliches. Your superpower is you speak in perfect cliche.
Oh God. Okay.
Make it hard. This is
Oh,
challenge mode, baby. The whole theme of this stream is challenge mode.
Oh boy. Okay.
See where we end up.
If it's not
Max has started a new job. What is Max's new job? His new job doesn't have to be a real job. Probably better if it isn't one.
It could be. It
could be. They're just gonna be like, doctor. Max is gonna be like, so hard. Oh,
Oh, how do I do it?
Honestly, it would be pretty hard to just get a very simple job. You know?
I kind of like Toonwit. I like that you're piggybacking off of the other ones, off of someone else's, or maybe it's your own, and it's scrolled past me now. But I like that you're substitute Pope. I like that one a lot. Max, you're the substitute Pope.
Okay.
Although skydiving fence instructor, pretty good, Lila. But we're gonna go with substitute Pope.
That is-
Last is Dan. Dan is made of something. What's Dan made of? Doesn't have to be people flesh. Probably better if it's not.
If you
unless it's multiple
if you
people's
just
flesh.
give me made of people flesh, I don't think I would ever be able to get Steve to guess that.
Hello, human.
Which I am.
Which I am also of a member. Oh man, what is Dan made out of? Ooh, these are the papal robes. No, but
Jesus.
too much Pope. There is the thing.
There's no such thing.
Okay. Whoa.
Imaginary friends.
That's gonna mess with me for a
What
long
if
time.
I could just be Steve's imaginary friend.
I kind of like that you're pixelated, Dan.
I'm made of pixels.
Yeah, you're pixel art.
I am pixel art.
You are pixel art.
Okay, wait.
You're
what?
an 8-bit version
What?
of yourself.
Okay,
Dan.
8-bit? Because I was
Yeah,
going to
you're
say, what
8-bit.
bit?
Made,
You're 8-bit Dan.
Is that made of 8 bits or just 8-bit person?
You are an 8-bit person.
8-bit
You are
person.
the pixel art.
You're an 8-bit person in a 2-bit comic.
Okay. Oh, God damn it.
In a 64-bit world.
Alrighty.
It's true. Oh, alrighty.
Let's get to it.
Steve is busy getting puppy kisses, so
Alright.
leave him in.
And let's go.
Friends and family, it's time for another exciting edition of The Dating Game! Thank you, studio audience. My time. We have found ourselves a phenomenal individual here in the studio today. We have searched this great land we call America and introduced to you this crazy character. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
I've been expecting you.
You should. You've been in the green room for 30 minutes. Go ahead and introduce yourself to the viewing public at home.
Hello, I'm Adam Goldfinger. Goldberg. And I am looking for a partner in crime, you would say.
Aren't we all? But let's go ahead and meet tonight's potential candidates. Introduce yourself. Contestant number 1.
Hey, well, you know what they say. I'm a lover, not a fighter.
Wow. Poetry in motion. Contestant number 2.
Hi, I do a lot of work overseas, but I like to settle down when I can, which sometimes is for a while. Love to be here. Thanks so much.
Amen, sister. Number 3.
Hi, my name's Scott. I'm here looking for love, and I like all things, especially those that are retro.
Ah, an old soul, if you will. Well, enough talking from my beautiful pearly whites. Why don't we go ahead and let you ask some questions there, Goldberg?
All right. Well, so I've got a special friend right now who keeps bothering me. How would you potentially get rid of him?
Well, I'm sure his bark is worse than his bite, but after all, you can't teach him new tricks.
As for myself, I deal with a lot of conflict in the workplace. See, there's very few women in my field, which makes it very difficult to do my job. However, I've realized that, making hard conversations is the only way that you can break down barriers.
I've had a few pets myself, but anything that really just lets them know the square boundaries is really the best way to communicate with them, I would say.
Great. Thank you. And for my second question, I would have to say that I sometimes feel alone in the world, that nobody's rooting for me. What kind of date would you prepare for us to make me feel better?
Oh, well, home is where the heart is. So I would say that sometimes the real treasure is the friends you made along the way rather than the end of the journey. So I think that we would just be yeah, that's about it.
So I do a lot of traveling. Certainly when I'm on the job and they haven't chosen the next one yet. I go around and see people. I love traveling, and my home, which I reside in Italy, I get to see a lot of people. I think that if we went on a nice date and went far away on a trip, a vacation, we'd have a really great time.
I think we could maybe go down to the local arcade. I hear they have a lot of fun things there with all of these newfangled graphics. Maybe we could stay at home or watch TV. I got a TV that's under 240p, which I'm just loving. And then we could maybe look at maybe redesign painting the house. I think I have about 5 to 8 different colors that we could pick between.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone, for your wonderful, wonderful words of encouragement. It means a lot to me. And finally, I want to ask a question to everyone, individually speaking. Contestant number 1, you seem like a good friend, and I just wanted to know, what is the most evil thing that you have done in your life?
Oh, wow. Well, I've burnt some bridges, but I would say that, a bird in the hand is worth 2 in the bush. So really, you should do unto others what you would want to have done to yourself. And I try to live by that.
And contestant number 2, I seem to be running out of a lot of ideas on giant robots. Would you be able to help me in any way build a new original giant robot?
Very interesting. I work in a very traditional field. Yeah, extremely traditional. While I don't have a lot of technical knowledge, I'm very well connected, and I have influences in many different organizations, not all above board. I think that I could get you connected to the right people. Again, also, the clothing that I wear for my job is also very important, which means that I think that we could at least design a really good-looking robot.
Thank you. Looks are really all that matters. And contestant number 3, it seems like you have a love for technology of some kind, and I just wanted to say, as a fellow techno lover, what kind of dog would you buy me and why?
Oh, what kind of dog I'd buy you? Look, I'm just gonna come out front. I don't really make too much money anymore. A lot of people, they look at me and they're always like, why aren't you in high definition? You can do some shading and more interesting things now, but I'd like to think that maybe we could rescue a dog together, and then it wouldn't be such a financial burden on me. Unless if you wanted to pay for it. You seem to be very loaded yourself. Yeah, I just have to be honest before you see right through the few parts of me that are here.
Excellent. And with that, we will go ahead and let our contestants have a parting shot at you. Some last-minute flattery, if you will. Contestant number 1, do you have anything you'd like to say to our contestants before we pick a winner?
Yes, well, all's fair in love and war, but all's well that ends well. So I think that I just hope that we can both be head over heels and really see the writing on the wall.
Wow. Tried and true. Contestant number 2.
I have to say that right now it doesn't look like he's sick or going to be dying anytime soon. So I'm pretty much going to be free for us to do, have a good time together. However, I am on the clock always. And if we see that black smoke, I'm going to be gone for a while.
It's true, he's not just blowing smoke. Contestant number 3.
Look, I think a lot of people are either into the art style or they're not. Unless if you want to go back to 1985, or you want to just live in the retro world, I think we could be together.
It's true. And if you don't like him, his cousin 16's coming back next week. So go ahead and tell us who you'd like to talk to.
Well, this was a very difficult.
It certainly was.
Very, very difficult. Some might even say that I brought it upon myself.
It happens.
But I forge onwards, and even though I fail upwards. And so, given that I'm prone to failure, I don't think that I could fall in love with somebody made of wise words or idioms, as you might put. It too much wisdom for me. And seeing that I'm also a bad guy, I don't believe that cardinals can get married in the first place, but if they could, or the Pope could get married.
On occasion, he's pretty healthy right now, but if he needs to step out, then that's all right.
Anyway, I would have to go for somebody who's part of some kind of soulless industry, something that I could really get my teeth around, all 8 of them. And that would be the 8-bit character from a video game.
Quite the character indeed. Well, I think we have made a budding new romance here tonight, and I, for one, look forward to see how these pixel dreams end in a sunset. As for the other 2 of you, it's back to the farm. Let's go.
Oh,
Maybe next time.
Wow, you actually did way better than I thought was going to happen, Steve. Good job, buddy.
that was good.
You were pretty close on all 3, honestly.
Yeah.
That's honestly interesting. I thought I completely, excuse my turn of phrase, but screwed the pooch with that. Also, that was my other child that I had in the beginning. She didn't want to sit with me for the whole thing.
Oh, that's okay.
The other child.
Steve, they gave me cliches.
Yeah, it's a tough one, Alex.
You pulled it off well, though. It was a good interpretation of the prompt.
It's really tough.
Enough.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
See you, Lila. Have a good night.
Well, good night, Lila.
Awesome. Excellent.
Yeah. Steve, I was a substitute pope.
Substitute pope. Oh.
Yeah. Which is a cardinal if it was going to be anyone.
Pretty much.
And you didn't bring in that cart with the TV on it. Are you even a real
Do you even care about Catholicism?
Come on.
Damn, that would have been good.
Damn.
Amazing. All right, we're gonna go ahead and move on to our.
Oh wait, before we continue, I just want to say, Max said something along the lines of, "There's not many women in my profession, and we're in Italy." So I was like, "You're Versace, aren't you?"
Got him.
And then only when he said something about black smoke, I was like, "Wait, fuck."
The hard part for anyone who's never played a guessing game, the hard part is once you've got an idea in your mind, it's so hard to get it out of your mind and actually listen to what they're saying.
It's just confirmation bias. Yeah, you just keep reaffirming the thing that you.
And the worst part was after that, he was like, "We can make the robot look good." I was like, "Yeah, Versace."
Versace, just like the Pope.
At this point, I almost wish I didn't say the black smoke thing, so that you did say Versace at the end.
That would have been good.
Amazing. We're gonna go ahead and roll into our next game, which is Whelp Review. This is a fire set list tonight, folks. So what we're gonna need is just a first name. Just any old first name will do. Drop your first name in the first name bucket.
Not your first name, just
not
any
your first name.
I mean, it can
Any
be.
first
It
name.
can be your first name if you want, but just
Could be.
first names in general.
First name.
You want to say hi again? You want to come say hi to everyone? Are you gonna be a
Man,
grump?
I'm such a sucker for some of these names. Some good ones.
Man, I'm such a sucker for some of these names, dude.
Good names, bro.
I look at some of these names and I'm like, damn, I can't help myself, you know?
Jazz Radar.
Thanks for hanging out, Level 6. Appreciate
Thanks,
it.
Level 6.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. Great suggestions.
No.
tonight. Thanks, my mom picked it. We're gonna go with Yolanda. I just really like Yolanda. It's a good
Yolanda,
name.
that's my car's name.
Is it really?
Yeah, Yolanda the Honda.
Wait. Isn't Yolanda the name of the woman that Napoleon Dynamite's brother falls in love with?
Yes.
Yeah.
You say
So
you're not
you
Napoleon
just
Dynamite.
had to pick a Napoleon Dynamite name.
I didn't pick it. My sister picked it. And she also thinks. Oh, it's LaFonda. See? Get out
Oh,
of
it's
here.
LaFonda. You're
Oh,
right.
very close.
Also,
But this game is Yolanda.
Fun
And now what we need is a business. Any type of business. We've done funeral homes, bar and grill, makeup store, music store,
Any business.
other
hair
things.
shop?
I think we did a repair shop, maybe.
A pawn shop.
A pawn shop. That one as well. We've done lots of different stores, but we need a new one.
A new place of business.
Please.
So
Yeah,
while
winery.
places of business in, I do want to say my car was named Dan.
Oh, that's right, because you had Dan on your license plate.
Yeah, my license plate said something Dan, and then it had a double oil leak in the engine. So,
Dans tend
Was
to
it-
do that.
Was it a sedan?
no, it was a convertible.
Damn it.
Oh, it was a nice car.
Such a cool car.
I've never named a car, but my sisters both have named their cars. My one sister called it Little Red Driving Car, and the other one was called Bluebird.
Wait,
So
that's
there's-
actually I had my old car, my white car was Gus, but then my car that I have now I call Little Red.
Oh, nice. Very nice.
Yeah.
Small
funny.
world. We're gonna go with Juice Bar. This is Yolanda's Juice Bar. Thank you for all of your phenomenal suggestions. Even
Juice
you,
Bar.
youngster
Okay.
Jazz, with your pan flute whittling center. But this is Yolanda's Juice
Whittling
Bar.
center.
All right, take it away, Steve.
The other day, I went to Yolanda's, and let me tell you, they have some of the best juice. You want authentic juice? You want, like, durian juice or some shit? They got it. They got the juice. 2 out of 5 stars.
So I went to Yolanda's and I walked up to the cashier and I said, "Hey, can I have some tea?" And I was expecting a nice warm beverage, but now I know the inner secrets of every person in my town, and I wasn't prepared for some of the information that the cashier gave to me. In fact, they knew things about me that even I really didn't know, and I was like, "I don't think some of that's true." And they said, "No, honey, it is. You ordered the tea." And then they gave me a lemon and I left. But I didn't pay for the lemon, so 4 out of 5 stars.
I went to Yolanda's just a few days ago, and they have this pulpometer on their juice that says, none, medium, and then there's sort of like this little flap that falls down. And I lifted up the flap, and the spectrum goes all the way to hyper pulp. So I got some grape juice of hyper pulp, and it was actually just a brick of grape pulp. I ate it and I haven't slept for 4 weeks. But I only went a few days ago. I'm really scared. 2 out of 5 stars.
So I went to Yolanda's and they have this thing like as part of the juice bar where you could bring your own fruit to juice. And I thought, oh, that's really cool. That's nice. So I don't have to have my own juicer at home. So I brought some oranges and some lemons and things like that. But this one guy brought like a crab and like I think he had like a couple sticks of celery, which like, okay, sure, celery juice, but the man juiced a crab, and I'm not really sure how to process this or how the juicer processed a crab. So 3 stars.
I wanted to go over to Yolanda's juice bar because I was hearing from friends that was a really nice place, but as I pulled up, there were a bunch of people outside protesting. And as I got closer, I was trying to figure out what it was, and I read one of their signs, and it said, "Bring back Prohibition?" I was a little confused as to what they were doing, and they just were screaming, and the radicalists were all there, and it really just affected my enjoyment of the juice bar. So I don't know. I feel like they should do something about that. 3 out of 5 stars.
I love Yolanda's juice bar. You can juice anything. You need juice, Yolanda's will juice it for you. I juiced a brick, and now I will drink the brick with some celery, some parsnip, sage, and a little bit of way grass. 3 out of 5 stars. The brick wasn't that good.
Yeah, so I was getting some hot chocolate with a colleague at Yolanda's, and I accidentally, clumsy me, knocked the hot chocolate off the table. And we were sitting in a corner, and it got against the wall, so I started to wipe the wall, being a good customer. And I accidentally started to peel some of the wallpaper. And that's when I noticed that the bricks that were underneath the wallpaper were they looked like dried colored lumps, and they were brick shaped, but I was like, what is this? And I had some dust on my fingers, and anyways, it ended up in my mouth, and it's fruit. It's fruit pulp. I think the entire building is made of fruit pulp. I think they made fruit pulp bricks and then just pasted wallpaper over it. I can't confirm this, but I checked the bathroom when no one was looking. Also fruit pulp brick. It seems to get more citrusy the farther back into the restaurant you go. I don't really know what to do with this information, so I'm just gonna put it here. It smells nice in there. 5 out of 5 stars.
Boycott Yolanda's! They're unethical! They're terrible! Bring back prohibition! We cannot keep doing this, people! Drinking juice is wrong! You know it! We are moving to the Supreme Court with this. We're gonna fight and we're gonna win. Destroy Yolanda's, destroy all juice. 1 out of 5 stars.
So, there I was in Yolanda's, the juice bar, and I had some juice, and they started telling me things. And at first, it was things about my friends and my family and things that I knew, and then it was things that I didn't know, and then they started telling me things about Yolanda's. And some of the things that they said at first didn't seem possible or real, but it was how they said it. I was sitting there drinking my tea, and the way that they just described some of the things about Yolanda's, the walls are made of, and the juicer that can 2 stars. I don't want to go back.
I never really liked the taste of juice until I went to Yolanda's. I don't know what it did to my insides, but I know that it's affecting my outsides. Now, I asked Yolanda personally what the secret recipe is, and she took me into the back room, tied me up, beat me, and didn't tell me anything. So, I'm gonna be back for the answers because I think this is just a long con. 3 out of 5 stars.
So, weird story. I walked into Yolanda's the other day, and I saw they had what looked like a little shot of radish juice or beet or something bright red in a small vial. And next to it, there was this glove. And I thought, oh, that must be how they mix all the fruit together. And then I looked at the menu, and I noticed they have every kind of juice. And that's when I saw it. They were arresting O.J. Simpson. They got him. They have all of the juice. 4 out of 5 stars.
Well, I just want to say, on behalf of the American people, Congratulations, Yolanda, on overturning an amendment that overturned another amendment. I just think it's a mighty big accomplishment. If it wasn't for the support of your membership basis, we never would have gotten this through Congress, let alone a constitutional convention. The Yolanda Amendment is hereby officially passed on behalf of the United States people. God bless this great country. God bless Yolanda's Juice Bar. Alcohol's back off the menu, boys.
So I'm finishing a PhD in philosophy, and for my thesis, I knew that I needed something to really stop the show. I needed something big if I wanted to get my degree. And that's when I heard about Yolanda's. A friend told me about it, that they can juice anything. And it's not just a juicer. It's as though you put something in and it distills it down to its essence. Now, the thing is I don't believe in essentialism as a philosophical theory, but I tried it. I went to Yolanda's. First small things, things like, some technology, and I juiced it and I drank it. And then I understood the essence of that technology. I brought my stuffed bear from my childhood, and when I drank the juice of my bear, I found nostalgia and happiness. I was distilling the essences of these items down into their core beliefs and pillars. If I want to prove what I've seen and get my degree up, I know that there's one thing left for me to find the essence of. It's the thing that we've been trying to find the essence of for all time, ever since man created thought. I need to find the essence of the human being. 4 out of 5 stars.
I had a hypothesis. One that would lead me on a path that I never thought I would go on. When I went to Yolanda's, I discovered a machine. No, 2 machines. One of them created pulp. The other created juice. So I took my fruit to the machine, and I put it into the pulper, and I set it to the hyper pulp situation. And it gave me in return a brick of pure juice pulp. Then I took this brick and I put it in the juicer. And what happened next, I didn't think was possible. I was able to discover all secrets of life, the universe, and everything in existence, simply because this juice was the pure essence of the universe itself. I was able to harness for a brief glimpse of an instant what it truly meant to control everything. I must go back. I must juice more pulp bricks. I cannot be the only one who has discovered this. Yolanda knows, and I dare not question what she is capable of. 1 star, so no one else discovers this.
So I live at the apartment building above Yolanda's juice bar, and I just have some stuff to say. Last night I was woken up to a large hovercraft that was making a lot of noise, making a delivery, and I started to notice a lot of futuristic things were happening around there, and a lot of past things were happening, like people talking about prohibition, and I realized that juice is the future, and the past, and the present. I looked it up. They found a dinosaur bones holding a Yolanda's juice bar cup. I wouldn't be surprised if Yolanda's has been there this whole time. I don't know how that building is able to stand there. Any normal brick would surely be weathered away, but they must have figured something out. I want to escape it, but how can you escape the future? I'm worried that I'm too close to the time portal, but at least I get to enjoy a little bit of OJ while I'm there. 3 out of 5 stars.
Wow.
Wow. Does this.
Wow.
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 Not
Wow.
sure I'd order the OJ after what I'd said.
Well, my character doesn't know about that.
Well, there's still water in that.
Yikes. John Galt!
Oh, thanks for the sub.
Oh,
Thank you.
appreciate it.
Oh.
She laughs. Thank you for being here to laugh with us.
Yeah.
But the laughs aren't stopping yet. I have made a merch shirt that I wish us to review once Dan sits his butt back it out in the
I'm
chat.
just getting a kiddo to hang out.
He's getting us child.
There we go. All
Are you
right,
sad
let's
'cause Max
go.
isn't there?
Oh.
Let's go to the merch.
It's right on your shoulder.
Yeah. Oh.
I just was really inspired. I knew what I wanted immediately when I saw it.
I love it.
The man.
I would just like to see someone wear this shirt in public and then not have context for what it is.
Yep.
The man juiced a crab.
Right. It sounds cooler than it is. I don't know. It's kind of like, what does that mean? Really?
Yeah.
I don't know.
So
I didn't know when I was saying it.
quick anecdote. When I was a counselor at a theater camp, we played this game called Chicken in the Hen House, which is like 2-person pose game, and you switch between poses real quick. And there's a lot of different poses that basically you have to know them. There wasn't a huge amount, but you switch between them. And one of them was called Frog in a Blender, where one person hunched down on their knees and went,
Oh no.
and you had to have your tongue out, otherwise you weren't doing it and you got called out. And then the other partner was the blender up top doing this. And at one point, the campers got so good at, actually, I think this is back when I went to the camp, because we had to stop playing it after a while. Or we had to adjust the poses that we were doing because of the one I'm about to tell you right now. Because occasionally we'd mix and match the different poses. So I forget what the other half of this created pose was, but it was baby in a blender, where one person was the baby, they had to suck their thumb, and the other person was the blender. Good times. Good
See how
times.
that could have gone wrong very quickly. But speaking of going wrong quickly, it's time for me to tell Steve a story that I don't remember.
Yeah.
All right.
So,
Take it away.
Hey, friendo.
Hello.
Hey, so I got a call from like 6 weeks ago from my friend Max about this guy named Alex. And it's been really bugging me. Something about it just isn't sitting right. And I was hoping I could tell it to you and tell me like if you interpret it or tell me what you think.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, here we go. So this guy Alex, right, he's in the desert and he sees this green thing up on a hill and he's like, I gotta go peep that green thing. So he starts walking and he trips over an umbrella and he's like, what, an umbrella in the desert? And he opens it up and it starts raining, but only underneath the umbrella. And he's like, that's crazy. So he keeps walking and closes it at one point and he gets up there and the green thing is a green camel. It's a camel that's been dyed green. He says, hey, trade you that umbrella for these boots. So he gets the rain boots and then buys a bunch of lottery tickets. That's exactly verbatim what happened, and no one can tell me otherwise.
Sounds like Alex has a gambling problem.
That's what it is. He has a gamble. I knew there was something about the story I was missing.
Okay, yeah. Maybe I'll give him a call if I ever.
Yeah, could you check up on him? Like, no rush though.
Yeah, no. Maybe in like I don't know, 2 years.
Yeah, it sounds about right.
Cool.
All right, have a good one, Steve.
Yeah, you too.
See.
Perfect. Perfect.
Oh,
It's so perfect.
Yeah, we've all done a great job.
Oh, alrighty. Time to play our next game.
Oh.
Our next game is one that has already been decided by the fates. And by the fates, I mean you all in our Discord. So thank you for submitting photos. That's right, we're playing A Heart of the Cards. The one game that if we get our YouTube VODs blocked, it's definitely from this game. Speaking of Exodia. So what we're going to need to go ahead and get started on this game is what's something worth fighting over, right? Maybe you and your siblings have been fighting over something for years. What's something that if you put in the will, your grandkids would definitely murder each other in increasingly comedic ways to actually be the last person to get, only to get murdered instead. And the big twist is that it went to the person who didn't want it at all, right? Like, what's that thing? Something worth fighting over. Could be small, could be large, could be a large small thing, could be a small
Juiced
large
crabs.
thing. I don't know, juiced crabs? I mean, not worth fighting over, but they are quite rare.
Delicious. It's so thick and buttery too. Like a frothy cup of juiced crab.
Well, no, the
Sort of
butter
minced
the
meat,
butter is
but-
frozen solid, but the crab is juiced.
Oh.
It's ice cubes in the juice.
Yeah,
Butter
it's like
ice cubes.
instead of the toothpick with an olive through it, it's just a stick of butter coming out of your drink.
So crab for me is always one of those things that like I can eat to a very specific limit, and then if I eat any more, I'm just completely sick of it and like will throw it up. You know those things?
Yeah.
For some reason, for me, that's crab. So the thought of drinking just a full ass glass of crab juice would like I'm getting like
So 24-hour stream is what I'm hearing.
Juiced
Anyways, you
crab.
gotta play the
Juiced
game.
crab.
We're gonna do the last piece of pie. World's last piece
Okay.
of pie.
All right, and here we go.
When we last left off on Heart of the Cards, our heroes found themselves at the picnic. The blanket would bright with the blood of other contestants, for only one would be able to eat the last slice of pie. And if you don't eat a slice of pie, you're never accepted into the grand finale. Will our hero be able to get his piece of pie and win the tournament? Or will the villain finally get his just desserts? Time to find out on Heart of the Cards!
You'll never get away with this. That pie is rightfully mine.
I'm starving. And not just for pie. I want victory.
Oh yeah? Well, you're not gonna get it on my watch. I'll make sure of that. This game is over before it even began, and I'm going to taste that sweet, sweet victory of pie myself.
We've already been playing this game for 3 hours. You really think that you can win this game? I've essentially already won.
Well, I'm just getting started. And by just getting started, I mean I'm going to play my first card. Ah, it's cold lobster. That's right. With this crustacean, I could survive any of your weather attacks. Pretty soon, I'll have a fully juiced up lobster, and then you won't stand a chance against my attacks.
Oh man, that does horrors on my weather-based deck. But people don't call me a cold soul for nothing. Anyways, you think that cold lobster is gonna get you out of this one? I don't think so. Not after I play Liquid Funyuns. See, I've been reading a lot about juiced foods, and this card uses the power of food. The way to get the most amount of nutrients in the least amount of time is by juicing it. That's incredibly important for cold weather. That's why all this Liquid Funyuns will be able to provide me with enough energy to destroy your cold lobster, even in the freezing cold. This Liquid Funyuns doesn't do much now, but I'm incredibly powered up, and after I play my next card, it'll all be over.
Ah, no. How am I ever going to get through his defenses now that he's all juiced up on Funyun juice? Dang. Well, there isn't really too much of a strategy I can use against him. I'm just going to have to trust in my ability to pull another card that will help me along the way. Let's see what I pull. Of course, I can use this against you. It's Mother Nature! That's right. With this card, I can resist all of your preservatives and oils and other nasty GMOs that are in Funyuns and get just the pure essence of Mother Nature herself. Pure beauty, pure power, pure raw, whatever the hell that is.
You think that's gonna stop you? You don't even realize that juiced Funyuns has a special ability. Any soil-based monster will just get fueled by liquid Funyuns and grow more liquid Funyuns for me. See, your Mother Nature is essentially worthless right now as long as my liquid Funyuns is on the field. You didn't realize that, did you?
Oh, how could I have made such a mistake?
Yeah, it doesn't end there. Your sorrows are only beginning, and this will be the end as well. For my next card shall be my last. It is Meat Clown.
Oh!
That's right! What can your Mother Nature do about Meat Clown? Is there anything natural? You said that this would protect you against the preservatives. Well, Meat Clown is entirely preservatives, and you already lost your Mother Nature to my liquid Funyuns. You see, Meat Clown is a solid representation of clownery, and you're the clown in this case. All of my
it's
food.
so powerful and so hideous. Oh God, it's just so unnatural. It flies in the face of Mother Nature herself. Oh, Meat Clown is going to completely render Mother Nature powerless. I need to find some other way. Some way to get around his defenses. There's gotta be something in here. I just have to believe. I pull this card. Of course. Ha ha ha! Oh, you think you've won? But you don't realize there's one place where even unreal foods go to die.
What could it be?
That's Applebee's 64! That's right! With this card, I trap all unnatural food cards into this multiverse that is an Applebee's 64 cartridge. Now, any cards that might be unnatural food or have preservatives in them automatically get sent to this digitized universe of a second-rate restaurant.
Wait, you don't have enough monsters to sacrifice to play that, though.
Oh, but I do, because since Mother Nature is completely rendered useless, I activate her secret ability of Wrath of Nature. With this ability, she is able to be angry at the fact that you are flying in the face of all nature and natural order. So, that doubles her power, which gives me just enough sacrificial power to consume both your Meat Clown and Liquid Funyuns.
No! But...
And now...
Damn you, Arby's!
Now your defense is left completely open to my lobster! Go!
No!
Cold Lobster! Attack at full force! That's right. And once again, my completely natural deck defeats your utter abomination of a deck. And that sweet pie is all mine.
Looks like I'm leaving. Hungry.
Oh, it's meat pie!
With all 8 slices of pie eaten, our hero advances to the next round. Will their nature-based deck be able to withstand big corporations? Will they be able to face off against the chemical overlord? Tune in next time on Heart of the Cards! Truly amazing. Love to see it.
Oh my god.
We've got a little bit more we need to do though before the eve is up. So we're gonna roll right into it.
That's right.
Steve, I do believe it's time for you to tell a story, good sir.
I do. and it's a good thing I've got a mind like a steel elephant trap.
Yep.
I'm pretty sure that's the same verbiage I used previously.
I think so, yeah.
You'd remember because you have a mind like a steel elephant trap.
Yeah.
Well, I was just saying sans the prop because it's over there and I don't want to get it. Anyway, I've got a call to make.
Hello?
Hi.
Who's
Is
this?
an intervention.
What?
I've heard you've come into some dire straits, and I think we should have an intervention, and I just want to make sure we've got the story straight first.
Okay, you might have the wrong number, but I guess go for it.
Okay. Well, so how I heard it is that one day you found yourself in a desert, usual Tuesday night, and so you're walking and then you tripped over an umbrella, as one does, and turns out the umbrella rains on the inside, and then you saw a green thing on a hill. It was a camel who sold you rain boots and lottery tickets.
That sounds similar, but I don't know. You missed the part about the pineapple juice.
Oh, did Dom?
Well, it was pineapples and a few other fruit.
Oh, see, that would have been good to know. At least you're practicing a healthy diet. It's a shame. It sounds like that got lost in translation.
Yeah, really weird. Also, lottery tickets? No, not me. I don't really have any lottery tickets.
Oh, cool. Well, that's what I was calling about. Dom was worried you had a gambling problem.
Oh yeah, no, well I did gamble a little bit.
Oh, well, at least it's just a little bit. It's not a problem.
I only won $115.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
You should get drinks at Applebee's sometime.
Oh yeah, my treat.
Oh, thanks.
You know what? I'll invite the whole gang. I'm sure they don't have any kind of resentment against me or anything.
All right. Well, I'll see you then.
All right. Bye-bye.
See.
I'm so confused. I'm gonna have to watch the VOD. I'm so lost. What happened?
Honestly, not bad. Not
It
bad.
could have gone much worse.
It could have gone a lot worse.
Okay.
Dan definitely said lottery tickets.
I definitely did say lottery tickets.
Oh yeah, that was lost. That was lost immediately. No, it was go fish, not lottery.
Oh.
All right, we'll watch the VOD later.
Excuse me that I had 20 minutes to remember a detailed, packed 2-minute story.
Honestly, I felt like I went easy on
It was
you guys.
it was
My
relatively
story did not
easy,
have that
yeah.
much in it.
Well, next week we'll just have to go even.
I'll go hard mode next
Okay.
week. Don't you
All
worry.
right. Come back next week for hard mode.
Yeah.
We're gonna end on a nice, friendly game of bartender. Alex, I do believe it is your week to be the bartender.
I think it is.
Good thing you got all that hoedown practice last week.
Yeah.
What is something that would drive you to drink? What's a thing that you keep listing your woes, your ailments, things that are mildly upsetting, and we will make beautiful, sweet music about these things so that they may be released from your mortal coil and shuffle off.
Something that is troubling me is the description on Meat Clown. I just read it, and it's terrifying. It's so terrifying. We'll put it in the Discord after the show if you want to read it. But like, it's
Oh no.
Also,
It's-
I just want to say
with it.
those meat clowns are like exactly the same from Midnight Gospel. I looked it up. It's the same fucking thing.
Midnight
That's-
Gospel probably got it from those because
I
I've
know.
seen those before.
And I hate it.
Also, I don't think this is the first time Meat Clown has made an appearance in one of these cards, if
I
I'm
don't
not
think
mistaken.
so either.
Probably
I
not.
think this is the second. There's a whole meat card deck. Outstanding card choice. Oh,
Thanks,
it's not
man.
us. It's all of you. So continue
Yeah,
to
you
keep
guys
submitting
submit
great cards, and we'll take them.
yeah.
For you.
Alrighty. I see a couple of ailments.
Keep them coming because we need a bunch of woes.
True.
We're gonna need like
Give us
5 woes.
Give us the
So
woes.
many woes.
Make us say whoa with
Whoa,
your
whoa, whoa.
Just give us a.
Keep them coming, and we'll go ahead and start now so we can take y'all to magical places. Ready when you are, Alex.
I really love running this place. You know, it's kind of a shame no one ever buys a drink, but can't beat giving some good old-fashioned advice.
Hello!
Oh, how can I help you there, patron?
I would like to not buy a drink. I believe you call that loitering.
Oh, yes, of course. Well, I'm used to it by now.
Ah, and while I'm loitering, might I borrow your ear?
Of course.
Oh, thank you. Oh, I have a problem. Exists it on the line? I'm not doing well. I'm not doing fine. I want to take a steak and impale, because people keep answering all of my email.
Oh, interesting. Wow.
Oh, shake.
That's tough. Well, I think I've got just the solution for you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, sometimes you want to talk, sometimes you do not. But what's important, what counts is the thought. No. So just make sure that you talk back to them, because soon they will just become your friends.
That's true. I can just text them. Who needs email? That's
if you
old
call
school.
Them, they probably won't want to talk to you anymore.
That's true. That's a good point. Nobody emails me. All right, I'm going to go loiter outside now.
All right, have fun with that. If you see anyone else loitering out there, tell them to come in.
I might.
Hey, I was told to come in and loiter.
Oh, yeah, by all means, friend. Loiter away.
I just have some woes that I need to woe to you about.
Oh, well, woe at it.
All right. Oh, I like lots of light. On my desk, I had one lamp, and it was the best. But my roommate, he was a stoner. He turned it into a bong, and it made me a loner.
Wow, lost your favorite lamp and a roommate all at once, huh?
Yeah.
Well, I've got some advice for you, don't you worry. Oh, sometimes people should respect your property, but that's okay, so just take it from me. It's real important that you get a new lamp, because pretty soon your room will be full of glam.
Wow, if I get more lamps, it will. Yeah, I will just have a great
You'll totally
room.
forget about the old one and the friends that the lamps are also replacing.
Yeah, that old lamp was so burned out anyway. All right, I'm gonna go do that. Thanks for letting me loiter. Goodbye.
Yep. Bye-bye. Ah, another good day of loitering. I wish it would never end.
Do you mind if I take a seat here?
Oh, please. You're not planning on buying anything, are you?
Oh, no, I can't eat or drink anything. I feel stuffed. I do have an issue, though.
Okay, lay it on me.
Oh, I don't usually spend time in bars. I only buy chocolate from this company, Mars. I ate so much, it made me feel gored. The weird thing is I kind of want more.
Oh, interesting. Well, I know just the solution because I had the same problem as you.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, sometimes you just want to eat something that tastes really sweet, but I promise you to know this. All you need is one single kiss.
Ah, thanks. That's so sweet.
I mean the Hershey's one. Please stay away from me. Keep a social distance. Thanks.
Bye.
Bye. Well, I think I helped that person.
Is this the therapy building?
It might as well be. Come on in.
Oh, thank you. I have a problem, Doc.
Of course you do. Lay it on me.
All right. Oh, I got some CDs from the store. They're not great. They're actually a bore. Turns out they all play in reverse. So now the Catholic Church is gonna put me in a hearse.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, they think I'm worshiping the devil now.
Wow. Well, I think I've got a little bit of advice that might help you out. Oh, just remember when you put those CDs in, it's not about praising Satan. No, you're just listening to music in a different style, and that's why you'll get used to it in a while.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. This is great. I think I'm gonna put some music on, invite my friends over for D&D and make some goat burgers.
Perfect. I'm sure Catholic mothers around the country will have no problem with any of that.
All right, thank you, Doc. Have a good day.
Yup, bye-bye. Ah, more customers who aren't actually customers satisfied. Another job well done in my books.
Yay. And that, folks, believe it or not, is the stream. We did it on a Friday. Woo!
Oh my God.
Edward, when you do this to us.
We're running late already.
All
All right.
All right, let's make it a
down.
speed round.
All right, go, Steve, go.
We like hanging out with all you in chat. It's really great while we sit here sat. And while we now have to go, I hope you enjoyed the Tell That We Did show.
Oh, well, I thought I did a pretty good job, but now we're just going on and on. So it's a shame that we have to sing all about this crazy show ending.
I hope you had a good time. I hope that it was fun. Really hate to be quick, but we've got to run. Thank you for the time. We have to go get paid. I'll just move you along to a cool new raid.
Hey, we almost thought there's someone we wouldn't see, but it turned out she was Mac and Bree. There she is. Came right in at the end. We are glad we could say bye to our old friend.
Hey, glad you guys had fun enjoying the show. It's really great. But before you go, we're gonna raid and it's gonna be great. Oh, the SWAT team's here. That's not what I made.
Oh,
That's not what I made. Oh. Believe it or not, that's the show. Thank you, Mac and Bree. Thank you so much. That means a lot.
Thanks so much.
Thank you so much to everyone for being here. We had this is a great show. I had a great time. Lots of fun things happening tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're just, we're gonna go raid. I found a stream that I think is very cool. I'll not need to be secret. It's a group called Wild Earth. They're a live safari stream. So they do live safaris, and they're out on safari right now. I think they found some lions earlier that they were following. So let's go say hi to our friends at Wild Earth. They might not respond to us because they're probably, I don't know how good their car Jeep setup is, but it sounds cool.
I don't think they really respond too much, but that's
all right.
We're gonna raid a cool safari.
We're gonna raid them anyways because I pride us on raiding cool people.
Yeah.
But before we do that, thanks Erroneous. Oh, hi. We're gonna go to the safari. If you haven't, check out our good friend Erroneous. They're a great single-player game streamer who does some really cool RPG stuff. I feel like I always know what the cool games are because I go to Erroneous.
Ooh,
but
I love that game. Okay.
Yeah. But we have to end stream the way we end every single stream. Steve, now that you're back, you might have forgotten. How do we end every single stream?
Oh God, how? Of course I remember how we end every
single time.
We end every stream, ironically, by pretending we have third-degree burns on our chest.
Of course.
No reason I brought that up.
See you Sunday for more Nuzlocke, and the rest of the week for more other stuffs. But now we got some wounds to heal, if you don't mind. Yep. Gotta.
Don't touch me! Don't touch me! No hugs.
I don't remember you passing second grade. How did you get into third grade, Burns?
Hooked up to.
was not worth.
Owie, owie.